Boom. New episode of the Seasides. We are reviewing Mitski. It's the 8th studio album. This is a Japanese-American artist. Indie rock, art pop is what Wikipedia describes her as. Peaceful self-artist. That's what I describe it, man. Nothing's about to happen to me. Previous one was The Land is inhospitable, and so are we. So hopefully it's going to be a similar vibe, similar length as well. Producers as well. We've got Patrick Allen in this as well again, so same producers last time. And yeah, this is our first listen, so we have not listened to no listening parties, we haven't listened to no other stuff. This is our first take.
Yeah, man, Mitski, I have no idea what to expect from this album. I don't know anything about her. I don't know. For me, I feel like she would sound like Bjork. If anything that's based how alternative I feel like she could be. The only reference of Mitski I've heard is through the great Jim Legacy, in which he said, on the block, I was listening to Mitski, which is probably years ago. For him, I'm open to any genre. I listen to a lot of genres, so this shouldn't be anything far-fetched for me.
Fair. Yeah, the first time I heard of her was she had a song called My Love Will Mine, which is a bit of a popular song, and that's from a previous album as well that I just mentioned. And that was released, like I said, 2023, so that's 3 years ago. I'm not gonna pretend like, oh yeah, cool, I've been knowing about her, but you know, I've listened to her previous song, and that song actually blew up over TikTok, so that's how I found that. So yeah, shout out social media, you know, shout out the people, you know, putting down the background. And yeah, I believe that song charted as well, so it did well for her. Anyways, we're gonna get started. First song is called In a Lake.
Live in a small town, I've made too many. Can get close to smells like. Some days you just go the long way to stay off of.
And yeah, there you have it. That was In the Lake by Mitski. I think it's a good introduction. The album, me if you're into country, obviously it's great. Country influenced song, straight from the instrumental, straight from her singing style as well. But it's also about her growing up in a small town and the challenges that go with it. You know, a lot of people in small town, people gonna gossip, people to talk. The dream, I'll say, or the possibility of potentially living in a big town or big city, and that dream of starting over fresh and the opportunities that come with that as well. You know, myself living in one of the biggest cities in the world, I unfortunately can't fully relate. However, I have travelled and have been to a lot of villages, and talking to people in these villages, and when you talk to them, you completely understand how they feel in sense of a lot of them want to get out, a lot of them want to see the world, a lot of them want to start fresh, start something new. So yeah, I totally can understand on that point of view. Okay, I'll give it a solid 7.
From me understanding that she is supposed to be a rock artist, this was an interesting listen because it's almost like some Lana Del Rey, Claro type stuff. It's good though. I like the.
This guy is being confused. This guy's lost. This guy's like, wow.
I'm so like taken aback because it's a good song. I was just surprised at the song in a small town girl trying to be in a big city. I can relate to it because there's much more to life than staying in an area in a city in which there's nothing going on. So some parts of the city that we're from, it's a bustling area, song-wise. Like, it's backed by some sort of string instrument. It's very sad. I was expecting something similar to like Rina Sawayama, but she's fire. She's a fire artist. I give it a 7 because it's sad. Yeah, it just took me aback. It's a good song though. I need to be in the mood to listen to something depressing or more.
Boom. So there we have it. That's the first song In the Lake. The next song is Where's My Phone? Wow.
This is gonna be an interesting listen, bro. Every song is like metaphorical in a sense. A lot of symbolism in the song. For example, in this song, you tell that the person that the song is about is suffering some sort of anxiety. You know, given the chorus, but what's up with my phone? Where did I go? Obviously, when you lose your phone, you'll be in an anxious state of mind, and it can almost be your phone is essentially your well-being. It's with you every single day if you are that type of person. And within that, she does a great job of just conveying the sense of anxiousness in the song. Within the first verse, she wants her mind to be a clear glass, letting the listener know that this person's mind is full of a multitude of thoughts, if you want to say that. As a song itself, I liked it. It's very eccentric, fast-paced. Is it my favorite song out of the two that I've just listened to? No, it's not. I think I prefer the other one. It's all right though, it's all right. I give it another 7.
Well, I have to say, I think I got to disagree with you there, bro, and I actually prefer Where's My Phone over In the Lake there. For that Mitski did the two songs very well in the sense of how the transition from In the Lake, and then you have the last 5-10 seconds of that song where the tempo speeds up, you get to Where's My Phone, continues that same tempo, and then the eccentricity comes out, which you mainly are expecting of her, in my opinion. She's in the music video as well, and in that music video, it's her, I believe, holding a child. Yeah, which obviously goes back again to as my phone in terms of protecting that vice. Like his self said, it's not literally a phone, but metaphorically, it's a vice. It's something they keep hold of. They give something that's personal and treasure them that they don't want to lose. Obviously, in this day and age, we hold our phones dear. Again, it could be something else. It's that sense of belonging or that sense of control that she wants to keep. But yeah, I feel like the first verse definitely captures that. And the force and anxiety, and also one thing is that she knows that nobody will save her as well. So it's all on her. The second verse is more of a metaphor again, but more so in the candle. Obviously, when you think of candle, it gets burnt or it melts. In that sense of losing that going away, doesn't want to let go. Definitely a lot in this song, even though it's quite a short song. All that to say, my review, my number, I'm gonna give it 7.5. Definitely like the instrumental of it as well, in terms of the drums and the guitar as well. Obviously the tempo's going up, the anxiety's kicking in more and more and more audience, and I can feel what she's feeling as well. So I feel like she conveys the message quite well. The next song is Cats. Now, bear in mind if people will just listen to this, the album cover is actually a cat. So I'm not sure what Roman's gonna have here, but here we go.
So it's up to you to meet me tomorrow night. The cats will be nowhere inside, but I'll be.
This song is a very simple song about being in a relationship in which one person doesn't want to be in. I'm pretty sure some people that listen to this that aren't me and my co-host have gone through that. And if so, leave that person. That person doesn't like it. So leave. Stop trying to beg it. Okay, 2026. Let's stop doing that. Sonically though, great song. I've got nothing to say. It's a very simple song about a relationship that shouldn't be happening because it's one-sided. Referencing the cat being by her side, giving her a piece. I just think it's about the dead person. 8.5 out of 10 is what I've got to say.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. It's quite a simple song. My co-host summed up pretty well. The person's almost treating them like a pet. It's almost like it's one-sided. Again, they're being dependent on them, and that's not good. It shouldn't be like that. It should be both sides, equal party, relationship, and from there, happily ever after. Sonically, it's an amazing song. Great hook, great vocals, and with that, I've got to give it an 8. Now, I can fall asleep to that. And that's not a bad thing to fall asleep. It's just so peaceful that I can happily fall asleep rather than poorly fall asleep. You know what I mean? That song is called If I Leave.
Give me quite as often as you, as clearly as you.
Yeah, and that was If I Leave. I feel like it was a pretty simple song. I think the title pretty much explains what's about their relationship and essentially saying that, like, pretty much, if I leave, what's gonna happen? Basically that. Yeah, I feel like I can't really add much further onto that. It's the first song so far in this album that I'm slightly more on the disappointed side. I'll say it's a good album filler and it adds, I guess, context to the story of this album, but it does feel like more filler. The instrumental side of things, shout out to the drummer, shout out to the guitarist, sounds cool, probably look cool live, but at the moment I was kind of waiting for the beat to drop. The bridge came in, I was like, ooh, and then went back down to the mundane kind of sound, which atmospherically is calm, but it's not how I'm feeling right now. And for that, I'm gonna give it, I say 6.75.
Kind of funny because from the previous song, she was wishing for the partner back. She had got the partner back and wants to leave again due to whatever issues she may have. Seems like in this song that she's struggling with being seen or being heard by anyone else bar her partner. But yeah, song-wise though, it's cool. I don't like it as much as If I Leave, but it's still a cool song. I'll give it a 7. The video is interesting too. For some symbolism, which I need to watch again to catch. Long-time fans of Mitski will understand more references than me, obviously. And the next song on this album is Dead Woman.
My story the way it ought to be. You'd find my parents and ask to see my family 27 times.
For me, I feel like, you know what, it continues from If I Leave essentially, but it takes it on to another level. So If I Leave was If I Leave the relationship. Now Dead Woman is If I Die. So she ups the ante, goes on to the next level here. But you know what though, I actually like the song more than the previous song, even though the content is pretty much the same but times 2 and a bit more graphic detail. That hook, that chorus, the it's catchy. And the last chorus, you know, when she had the whole, you know, symphony, the whole orchestra, the whole I was vibing to her, I can't lie. Even though it's about, you know, her being a dead woman, which is a bit mad to me when you think about it. Yeah, again, nothing really to dive into lyrically, which is cool. By the way, it's 7.25, but in the lake, can I push that to 7.5?
Cool. I like it. Obviously, the track's about someone trying to kill her and how ensuring that she dies in her own times, which I do find is interesting concept for a song, because I haven't heard about anything like that before. Yeah, it's a great song. Yeah, sonically, a bit more what I would expect from Mitski. Now I've heard like a few songs, a bit more indie, shall I say. I feel like it's very catchy for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it is the chorus, as my co-host said. Yeah, I give it a 7.3.
Track 6, and this is Instead of Here.
Knock on the door, saying, "Are you in there?" Myself again. I won't be here. I'll be where nobody.
And there you have it. That is Instead of Here. Another simple but effective song in my opinion. I feel like the main hook captures the song in the sense of, so her thing is running away from wherever, I guess, trouble or issues going on in her life and running to a place of isolation or running to a place of a safe haven. This does follow the anxiety theme of the album, thoughts going in the head, stuff coming out, hiding, and that's probably, again, like I said, with past experiences, with society pressure, whatever, relationships, whatever, and just going to a place where no one can reach her, instead of being here in this place where she's vulnerable and she's open exposed, or her demons are coming right in front of her. She's running away from it. Which I like to think everyone has at least been in a place where, you know, stuff's going on, they don't want to be there, they'll run to their safe haven. Her vocals on this kept growing to me each time. The instrumental again is simple, but it does the job. I'm gonna give 8.5, man. I can't lie. When I first listened, I'm like, okay, cool, this is a solid 7. Then I heard again, nah, it's 7.5. I'm like, nah. It just kept growing and growing on me. So definitely a song I can see myself going back to. The topic is similar. I think just how she's conveyed it in the song particularly, I do enjoy since the high score.
Huge fan of that song. I do give it a 9 though. Instead of here, she'd rather be in another place whereby no one could find her. That's why she references death in the last verse, talking about death will mosey on back again when it's the right time. It's a very sad album. I never thought an album with a cat face on it would be so sad, but sonically though, the piano as well, the instrumental on this is great. Again, sad sounding, but it works with the piano. Yeah, I'll definitely be having this on repeat. In the car, no. In my room, when I'm by myself, yes. And the next song is I'll Change For You.
I've been drinking. I'll change for you.
Another emotional song. Simplistic but powerful. I like that. Thing is, I'm not expecting them to be lyrical milk, whatever. That's fine. I want them to portray their song in their voice. And she's doing a very good job with that. She's got a beautiful voice. But also the material behind it obviously means a lot. I want to listen to something that's meaningful. And she's doing another great job with that. The song name, the hook, pretty self-explanatory. Back to Another Lover, that didn't go well, and says that I'll change for you. She does seem quite confused, I'll be honest. You know, no offense, she listens to this. Because, you know, you go from saying, if I leave, if I die, now it's not, nah. I'll change for you this time. But he's already dead. So how can you change back again? It's just a great song. Definitely listen to this alone. Definitely ain't listen to my commute. But yeah, 8.25 though. I can relate to that. Small man. Another good song, man.
Well, I say you shouldn't relate to that. I feel like you should not even be relating to that at all whatsoever, because that's a bad mindset to have.
Hey, that's not me now. That's not me now. I have been there. That's not me now. But I have been there in it. So I hear it. I don't agree with it, but man says I hear it. You know the ones that. Yeah, guys, don't change yourself for anyone, by the way. Don't do that. That's not cool.
Someone talks about a lot of factors about a person, which, such as calling someone that they used to be with just for the sake of it, and going to path looking for something to forget about the relationship. You should stick to your morals and move on if you can, no matter how long it takes. But to be fair, it's a very good song. The voice is really good, as you said. The voice is really, really good. Is it as good as Instead of Here? It's close. So for that, I'll give it 8.5. With that, the next song on this album is Rules. Let's go.
Number 2, you'll be gentle. That old lie. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.
I didn't like the song. I'll be sorry, I didn't like it like that. It felt like a folk song, and I don't like folk songs. Well, I'm not accustomed to folk songs. I haven't been won over by folk music yet. So those listening, please recommend me some folk albums so I can listen to all day. I will do it and I will rate it. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the song at all. I was struggling to not skip the song. I was really struggling. But the song references rules. The numbers do refer to the rules. The numbers go up in the way in which how a relationship goes bad. It starts off good and then it goes bad at the end. But yeah, I give the 5, man.
Damn, from a 9 to a 5 in the same album. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Sorry, Mitski and Mitski fans.
Well, luckily for all the Mitski fans listening out there and folk fans out there, I'm somewhat accustomed to it. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm a massive diehard fan of folk music, but you know, I do enjoy the old folk song here and there. I'm cool with it. I think also, you know what, it actually matches with the song, because obviously the song's about rules, and rules are quite traditional, and folk music in particular is quite a traditional genre as well. Maybe I'm stretching, but it adds up in my mind why she picked this sound. Again, my curse pretty much explained it, how it's rules in a relationship and how it's got bad. I do also like the instrumental interlude as well in the song. It is a good breakaway from heavy folk bass guitar strings. I'm just gonna give it a 7. I don't see it as just like dead filler. I feel like it's got a song that can hold its own weight. I think there's been better songs on this album, I'll put it like that, but it's not dead. Anyways, the next song is song 9, which is That White Cat, which is another cat reference. We'll see if it's good as the other cat song.
Back in my house, it's supposed to be my house, but I guess according to cats, now it's his. What do you hold on to? Hey, can kill the birds.
Yeah, this song is about a cat taking over someone's property. The person has to now abide by the cat's rules, which is kind of funny because the last track was called Rules. So I guess the symbolism for someone taking over your life and you having to do their bidding just so you can get by in life, which is a cool way to utilize that sentiment in the song. You have to tread carefully with cats. Usually they kind of have like a preordained managerial side to them or something. Sonically, it's cool. I would listen to it like that. It's cool though. You give it a 6.3.
The cats she talked about previously, the cats are in a sense of relationship, right? So it being one-sided. This side is more of the belonging sort of thing, possessions. And like my co-host said as well, it's the complete opposite of rules in the sense of how she was the one who was in a rules-based relationship, and now it's spun the other head where that person is in a rules-based relationship and the other side where they're looking up to her. Sonically, I don't think it's a bad song per se, but again, as I previously mentioned, there's been better songs in this album as well. I feel like that's kind of the issue when you have certain songs that are just so good. If it doesn't reach that standard, it doesn't reach that mark, then it doesn't look as good. So for that reason, I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
Next song is Sharon's Oboe. Let's go.
Gathered around the house, take the rest of her nights in the stigmatized.
That's a deep and graphic song. Funny enough, in the song, we've moved from cats to dogs, and it's kind of like a ritual in a sense with the dogs all around the house. The dogs are feeding essentially off those memories that was previously in the house, essentially, which is quite of a graphic and intense way to put it. I guess it's more about the bond that's there and how that's passed around. We had the previous song as well, The White Cat, and that's kind of the opposite in the sense of not wanting to take care of the pet, metaphorically. This side is forced upon it onto the house. I think that's probably one of the most lyrical challenging songs as well. And I also know Sharon's was probably some sort of Greek mythology in there as well.
Sharon varies songs across the sticks to the underworld, and the oboe is a coin. They place gold coins on the dead people, so when they died, they would have something to give the person taking them to the underworld.
Thank you for that. And that's the same theme here with the dogs as well in the house. And I think that's a showcase of moral compass and beliefs. Yeah, it's a very complex song in the sense of, again, what's passed on is what we take of us. That's definitely a song where if I listen to it again and again and again, I'm going to hear more and more layers to it that it's going to unravel my mind. I'll give it a 7.25. Because all the songs in this album so far have been very deep, detailed, but simple. This is the first one where I'm actually having to think. But come back to me each time, I can give you another breakdown. DM us.
It definitely is a song in which you'd have to listen to again and again to catch more things. It kind of deviates from the main story, I believe, which is a lover and trying to rekindle her relationship, going for anxiety and stuff. Or this could be the same person that moves into his house and feeding the dogs of previous dead owners. I'm so accustomed to the story in this album now. I feel like deviating from it is kind of weird for me, which means I'm probably enjoying the album, which is good. Good job, Mitski. However, sonically, I'm not the biggest fan, unfortunately. I wish it was better for my ears. That sounds crazy, but I do mean what I said. I wish it was better for my ears. It's all right. It's all right. I'll give it a 6.8. And with that, we are now at the last song, Lightning. Let's go.
Big tin can, again to fall.
And there you have it. Last, but very much not least, the last song of the album, Lightning.
Another depressing song about death, calling for the lightning. The last verse definitely made it clear what the message was about for the song. A great song, sonically as well. Really did enjoy that. Very depressing album, and I enjoy it. This is her style, that makes sense. And she's done it very well. Some songs more than others, some songs not so more than others, but overall, good body of work. You know, I can't wait to see what my average is, because I feel like I did enjoy this album. It was a good introduction to Mitski's work. I definitely will have to go back and check out her previous works and see if she's improving with time or gotten worse or stayed stagnant. I don't have much to say about the song apart from what I said before, about being about wanting death and what she would like to be when she's reborn, seeing the world. I guess she wasn't able to see the world when she was alive or whatever the case may be. Overall, this song, I give it an 8.
Yeah, I think it's a good ending to the album. And my co-host said it's another song about death. However, it's a different perspective of death. This one is more of wanting to see life in a different perspective. Verse 2, because I come back as rain and see the world again to fall again. She said to see the world again to fall again, which is more of a pessimistic, negative mindset of seeing the world. It ends it well. You know, death is an ending in life. I definitely like the bridge as well, and the electric guitars come in. It definitely adds that atmospheric oomph into it. The rating, I'll give it 7.75.
Now we're going to do the averages game. Let's start with your average. Your average is 7.4. Let's do my average. My average is 7.3. I like how it's always so close.